4% chance of rain, 19 degrees apparently. Weren't quite prepared for this. I might have to find cover in the woods. Ah well. It's into forest, but everywhere around here is like that. Whenever you find a nice flat spot, it's boggy. So I'm on reasonably flat ground at the minute, but it's not perfect. But still, I think it's best in these conditions. I'm still happy. I've got a great view. I can see basically treetops all around. I'll show you that in a bit, but right now I'm going to get the tarp up, get under and get a sandwich in me. Right, there's the flattest bit. When I put my tarp up, I prefer to do it this way. I put the, not quite on the ridge line, one above it, so I've got one out. And then when I put my walking pole up, I put my first tension straight out. And then when I'm ready to put this out, I bring this one back in. I find I get a lot better tension and a lot better lay with my tarp when I do it that way. I'll show you. Usually I just stick the tarp up, but I thought I'd show you how I actually go about setting it up. First thing I do is put a knot in the line. Now here we go. Alright, here we go. So at the minute they're both out in front, but then what I do is move these round, real tightens the ridge up. Plus it stops your poles from falling down as well. And bring the dart this way, same on the other side. Straighten the pole. And there immediately you've got a nice taut line. Nice tight lay. And then because I've not done on the ridge line, what I do is use another set of poles to draw this out. It gives me a lot more room underneath. I'll show you that as well. And then just to lift the back up, I've got another pair of these Fizan poles. These are excellent, 169 grams for a, the tarping poles are much heavier. It's very robust. What I've done is just took the end off, the handle, got some thermo wrap, it's some heat shrink. It's like plastic, but you just heat it and it shrinks to the size. And then I've just put a regular walking stopper, cheap stopper on there. It wasn't big enough for this, so I heated it up, the rubber, and then pushed it on, and as it wound, it got really rigid. So I just extend these out, usually to where it says stop, and then use these on the back to draw out and give myself more room underneath. I'll show you that now. Put it about where I want it, and then just peg out the other side and pull it tight. I'll show you a close-up in a minute, but that's what's going to happen. It's going to draw out the back as well. Still gives me a nice lay, but much more headroom. Right, so that's what it looks like. On these tie-outs, on all my tie-outs I've got bungee cord. Yeah, it's some 2mm decent stuff. And this just allows some flex in the wind and release some tension on these points. To stop any tie-ups and getting tight when it's looping the dynamometer to the elastic, I've just substituted it with a clip. Makes it a lot easier to get on and off, and they're not very heavy, these things. Nice tension knot there. And then we're going down So my pole, short and extended, just looped it round once, and then these ridges here on the bottom keep it nice and tight. Mini line lock, like these things. This is 2mm Dyneema, by the way. A line lock and then straight down to my peg. I can tension this to here, and as you can see, now it might look flimsy, but that's going nowhere. It's a nice sturdy setup, that, and I'll show you what kind of thing it gives me inside now, instead of just having your pyramid shape. So now this is what we've got. We've got a raised back, and you'll see better when I'm inside what this allows.
That's about right.
Happy days! Oh, we're set up. You see now from inside, having that raised bit behind me as well. I'm in, covered. We've got lots of headroom, plus all the way back, plenty of room, well covered. So that's the reason I set up like that. That's why I've been doing it for a while now. So if you can get any tips from that, good. But now I'm famished. I must have said it 3 times. I'm having a sandwich. Okay, so I changed my mind. I did have it, so I brought it. I was getting attacked a little bit with bugs, but not too bad. I thought I'd put it up anyway. I had to change the setup a little bit. It will go under as it was, but the A-frame just allows that bit more room underneath. All I've really done is move back from this, tie out to that one, and have the through I could just come through and over to the same point and remove the back. What the back does, drawing out the back, does lower the ridge line a little bit, and as it is now, I've got nice clearance underneath it, and it was just about touching with the back drawn out, but there's plenty of room there. It's not going to touch even with strong wind, and at the front, nice and taut. It's going up at the back, which is why I can't get quite so much tension, but it's still fine. But yeah, nice little thing that. I think I'm going to enjoy using it. Night's drawing in a bit now. All the birds are quieting down. So I'm going to get the sleep mat blown up, ready, and my sleeping bag out to air out and fluff up, and then I'll get my tea on, I think. Have a brew and just enjoy the sounds of the woods. Last time it was rain on the tarp, and this time hopefully it'll be the rustles and crackles in the woods. And it's dark, so you're getting that feeling back of that, ooh, I'm in woods alone and it's dark and there's stuff about. And then just relaxing and letting it move over you and just allowing yourself to relax in the woods and realise everything's fine and you're having a good time. Oh yeah. Bugs, there's mosquitoes as well. Good choice. Right, get me sleep system ready and get a brew on here. Let's get a brew on. Whoa, that'll do, pig. God, I'm out that wind, can you hear it? Sounds like a waterfall. That's the wind coming over the top, that. There we go. Lightweight sleeping bag. Hopefully we'll be alright. Lovely. Like that. Insulated pillow. I'm really happy with how much room I've got in here. I've got acres. Like, look at this. Plenty of room. I think if you had in an emergency with midges or mosquitoes, you could squeeze 2 in. There's definitely enough room on the floor for one, but if you're at the side here, I mean, actually it won't be too bad. You'll be a bit close to it, but because obviously the angle of the mesh will close in on you. It's not as if it's out like this, but still, the mesh house 2, I'm happy with this. This is another little one. With the Bing, you can go on Bing Maps and it can show you the OS as well as the regular one. What I do is get a print off of the area I'm in. You can see, that's the back edge. And just put it in one of these polythene bags. And it's okay as a reference. So I can just have it in my top pocket. I mean, in this area, you've got the reservoir, so you know where you are. You know where you can find yourself all the time. If you keep that on your certain side, your right hand side or your left, you're always going to know whereabouts you are. So there's not need for any GPS or large ordnance survey maps. But I do like to have things like that just as a reference. If I know I'm in a certain area, what it's called, and I can let someone know where I am, things like that. So, not always helpful, not really good for navigating with, but something I'm starting to keep on me at all times, just as a reference for different points, names and things like that. So, but it's only 7:30 now, it's still quite light. I think we'll be alright till about 8:30. So I'm going to get my Windburner on, I think, and get my tea and a cup of tea before it gets dark. Okay. A lot of folk like that tip with the expedition meal, reusing the bag. I would have done that today if I picked it up. So it's always summer, but luckily I keep there you go. I keep a few of these for rubbish, things like that. So today I'll be using one of them as my cook pot and my bin liner. So hopefully it'll work, hopefully it's not too hot for the seams. I'll have a look anyway. If I've got my spoon. Yeah, I've got my spoon. A little bit more. The Baco foil bag, and we'll see if the seams are alright, because it's boiling water. Let's push it around a bit. Should be alright. I'll have it outside just in case. There's one thing with camping on a bit of a slope as well. When you knock your Windburner over, it all pools into one corner. But luckily, I've got a bailout jug that comes with it, and a microfiber cloth, so we've mopped that up alright. No dramas. Oh yes. Soon be ready for me tuna that. That's survived them Baco foil bags for the couscous. I can put my tuna, they're the Sainsbury's one I'm on about. Someone's told me they're doing them in BM bargains and all. They're pretty cheap, at 60p I think he said, 65. They were 80p, 85 pence. So, trying them ones. That's a sweet chilli and oven dried tomato. We're going with today. We're going to live it up for a change. There you have it. Vegetable couscous, sweet chilli tuna, sun dried tuna a la bag. Must be right. 8 down here. Right, I'm going to enjoy this and get a brew on. Oh, can't whack it. Can't whack it with a stick. That's a big fat tick. Yep, good decision to put this up. Can be mean things down. About 10 o'clock. Lots of sounds behind me in that wood. Lots of creaks, cracks and thuds. The wind's blowing quite a lot behind me. I'm very well sheltered from it here. But I did check to make sure there was nothing that could fall. Because there is trees falling, I can hear them. Or is it? Maybe it's something else. I feel pretty relaxed and I'm not... No bad thoughts or nerves. You know, being alone in the woods, I thought there may be a bit of apprehension coming in. It's always a little daunting, especially to new folk. But with me not doing it for a long time, I thought maybe there'd be a bit of uncertainty, a bit of nerves, but I'm completely relaxed and just enjoying the sounds. There's some birds of prey, just there's screeches and tweets now and again. And the wind. The songbirds have stopped, they've turned in for night. And you can just hear doo-doo, doo-doo now and again. Doo-doo. I think I see that sheeps or deer that I've seen maybe just trying to settle in. Yeah, happy days. Calm and relaxed in the woods. I'm about ready for dropping off. I'll bring you back in the morning. Morning all. Really good night, 7 o'clock, slept straight through. Nice fresh morning. I don't know what temperature it's been, but I've been really warm. I still am. I've only got just my base layer on. And this is a 0 degree bag. In fact, I'm really warm. I have to vent a bit. But birds are up. The breeze is nice coming through. I can still hear the wind's about the same over the bag. But it's nice and calm where I am. I think I'll have half an hour and then get some brekkie and a brew on. What could be it? Oh dear, look at me. Right, I'll look round. The granola again. I just eat it dry. Save putting any extra water, weight and milk. And just chew on it. Oh, I can't do it with my left hand. brew time. Right, let's get tidied up. That's another one done. Very happy with this trip. Not what I expected on the first day, but it's this weather we're getting now is coming out. So blue skies coming. It's bringing the bugs up. But I had wanted to stick around for a bit and film some birds and things like that. But they hounded me pretty well already. So happy with the trip. The kit I wanted to use has been excellent. The tarp was brilliant, and the bug net is very good. I've just been filming some things on floor, like some big spiders and centipedes, earwigs and things. It just shows you what you've been subject to when you don't use a net, which I'm usually not bothered about at all, but we're having that bite last year, and maybe the bad things happening because of that, the the illness. It's made me a bit wary about biting things now, like ticks in particular. So yeah, happy with the kit, the bug net, the tarp, the pegs, very happy. So I'm not going to steady walk back now and see if I can film any wildlife on the way. But what I first got to do is find my way back, because I came off the path for about 30 minutes and I was walking on ground like this and up down through trees, through woods. So I know I've got to go that way. It's all downhill. So I'll just have a steady stroll and see what I can get on the way back. Hope you found something interesting and useful in this video, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of, well, it might be a month now, so I ain't got any days together, but about four weeks I should be out again. And then I'm going to start putting some holidays in. I haven't put any in yet. So yeah, thanks for watching. And yes, right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.